極上の味わいペロリと Alright, nice. Wait. Okay, there we go. So, okay. I guess I'm back. Alright. Was a bit short notes for the commentary. Um, I was commentating the upper bracket match from what we've seen. MVP Grin versus, then we could not really pronounce. They were C9 versus, pretty much it was C9 versus, I do believe, C23, or something like that. Where C9 did take the win, so they will be heading their way into the, they'll be heading their way into the winners bracket of the round stage, while the winning team are in the lower bracket. So, yeah, pretty much. I'm your commentator for, I'm your commentator for this match again. I am Nightkore. How are you doing, everyone? So, it's going to be C62 versus C45, but this is a lower bracket match, so the risks are definitely a lot higher because you're just fighting to keep your head over water. Because, well, if you do lose this, then you're completely out. So I do believe now is going to be 1-1 between both teams, and this probably does look like a Team Red pick, kind of judging by it. And it is going to be our LN2, so our density pick, and yeah, almost a 100k point difference. Shouldn't actually kind of struggling on a pick like this, and actually we only do get 199. 299 is very close as well, but um, yeah, we're just gonna see 199, and it just look like 258 getting that MVP. Okay, so it was yeah, it was Team Red's pick, and pretty much straightforward. I'm very sorry. I just came in short nose, so my one's getting boggled. But yeah, hello. So hopefully I should be. Hopefully we should be transitioning over to see what they did protect and ban. Okay, Bo. Every classic map has been banned, so it's going to be more of. So probably both these not really too confident with more pure face Kali picks, which again, fair enough. Not really too surprised. And both Rice picks were protected as well. So kind of judging how things have went, maybe this could be, maybe this could be, well, I was gonna say Rice versus Cell matchup, but maybe I would say steamhappy be probably a bit more focused towards the Rice area. Kind of just judging off that, but not really too sure. So steamhappy are gonna be getting their next pick, and maybe something like Rice 3 or Rice 4. Well, they could be jumping straight into that protect, which isn't really too bad of an idea as well. And I was correct, they're going to be heading into Rice 3, our next Rice, I would say more vocal dog map of this pool. Alright, we're just waiting now for the players to kind of get into things. So, they were just waiting for the ready up. I'm pretty interested to hear how both these teams do perform in a pick like this. Again, I do believe that steamhappy would probably be fairly confident in this. Kind of this map does synergize fairly well with Rice 4, so not really a bad pick. Probably one of their best picks they could be doing at this stage. Again, we haven't seen any breakpoints as well, so Could potentially be seeing a tiebreaker, just because how these teams have performed throughout. So we're just kind of waiting for both teams to kind of get ready, and it does look like they're all ready. Then we can just get into the things. And we do have Koshi. Is that Koshi? Yeah, it was Koshi. Story's the pink one. And Koshi's the green one. I'm colorblind. Don't judge me. Also, I'm just realizing Jinky's scroll speed is very, very low scroll speed. But whatever works, I guess. Not the lowest scroll speed I've seen people play with. So, so yeah. You know, we're not really going to be seeing too much like action until we do get kind of to that first course. Again, the vocal's still very light, so we're just going to be seeing a few jumps and, you know, a few kind of 3-note, 4-note rolls, and accompanied by some very light trills, some one-hands, mostly one-hand trills, which players do kind of have to watch out on just so they don't drop a good few 300s for their liking. And here we go, first vocal part. Again, going to be following the same structure as we have seen before the pre-drop of this. So just kind of more going to be, it's going to be more of a test to see, like, you know, can you handle getting actually this high for most of the map. I actually do think Mr. KKM actually finding a few 200s as well. So I was kind of saying, kind of going to watch out on some of those bursts. See, especially the nerves kind of coming into this fact as well, because, well, you most likely hit a bit more. You most likely hit fairly early when you do, you know, when you're more nervous. So kind of starting one of these bursts pretty early can change your accuracy for the worse, potentially even fairly significantly. But climbing back up there, actually, nearly up to that 99.5 mark. But we're just going to see something really interesting happen in the last quarter. It does still follow the same, I would say more same structure as we have seen from the first course. But it's going to be how players still fare up with that consistency. Even a pretty bad drop can, you know, swing the lead back over to Team Red. And here we go into the last drop. Gonna be very consistent. Gonna be very similar to what we see in to our first drop. Again, this isn't really a map that's too, I would say, unique. It follows its structure very accurately. So yeah, again, you're gonna have to be tested consistency. And actually, Mr. KKM dropping a few 200s, including a drop as well, which I think that's probably going to seal a deal for steamhappy getting their second point. Okay. Yeah, pretty much Jinky getting the MVP with that 995. 2A990s from steamhappy. And actually near 990 as well for Shimaji as well. Very impressive scores from everyone still. But even then, without the miss, I don't really think it would have changed too much, just because of the accuracy on steamhappy side. Which, yeah, pretty wise pick, and it did pay off. Okay, so now we're heading back into Team Red's pick, and maybe they could be jumping probably into the hybrids. I do believe Necrofantasia was picked as well. So maybe they want to, I would probably say something like Hybrid 1. And yeah, they're going to be jumping into Hybrid 1. I'd probably assume they would, that they would probably be more Actually, this is their last pick as well, I do believe. Before, yeah, this is their last pick. So it would kind of make sense to jump into. It would kind of make sense to jump into something like Hybrid One. Just how we have seen both these teams perform on LN2 and how Team Red did take the point on LN1, I do believe. Um, Again, I wouldn't really be too surprised if kind of stuff stay near the same. But the thing is about this pick, like, it's definitely release heavy. Like, you know, usually when we do get to like group stage early game stuff, you know, you're not really seeing too much release heavy stuff yet. Actually, Gulchan actually getting subbed in for one of the players, and we are actually seeing a few subs from steamhappy as well. Cat fan as well getting subbed in, and probably more the prominent LN players for their team. So now we're just kind of waiting for this map to start. Now about this map, again, very long for what we have seen. I do believe this one. I don't know if this is the longest map we have seen. For this round, excluding the tiebreaker. But again, it is a fairly straightforward map. Kind of having a bit of, mostly just being LN. I would say I'd say a bit wildcardish because we do see density bursts as well, slightly. Including we do have, I do believe near the halfway after the first course, we do get a slight density area. So kind of really more to test everything of all players. Kind of would suit more the jack of all trades type of player. Kind of getting into things. Intro does start off mostly 50-50, containing, some fairly unique jump stream. But again, with those fairly simple LNs, coming off from the intro, actually advantage does go off to Team Red. So, but it isn't really going to be too. I wouldn't really say it will make much of a difference. But that miss will make a small difference, though. Or it is at the first quarter map, of just 3-minute map. So, anything can still happen, especially as we are not even at the course yet. Okay, now, okay, here we go. Heading into the first drop, we're going to be seeing pretty much everything. It's mostly going to be, some company releases of, most of these releases are different snapping, but some are near the same snapping as well. So again, it's kind of more 50-50 on whether these players are going to be hitting them or not. Sema and Mila actually, are usually getting an early 300 from some of those releases. But now as we get to the guitar course, we're going to be taking a small break from the inside just to kind of, give a rise check again to see if these players are still, fairly comfortable. But again, this drop isn't really going to be too, tough. Again, it's mostly just going to be some light jump stream and some jacks at the end to transition into the break. But I don't think it did affect players too much from that. But the point lead still goes over towards Team Red with that 3.5k point difference. But however, it's still very close for everyone. Again, even another miss could turn things back over. And here we are, heading into the last drop. Mine actually dropping, maybe, I do believe that was 1 or 2 200s into that transition for the last drop. And actually dropping a few more 200s as well. And here we are, getting into the final density bit. I kept on actually finding another drop in the second area, which is only going to be making the point lead raise again. Oh, and actually is being trained back as well, but never mind, as I do say that, Fan does find that drop again, which I think it is going to be cancelling out that trade. and as we are getting into the outro, there's just not enough map left or enough difficulty left for anything to change over, even a drop at this point. And it does look like Team Red are going to be winning their pick again, kind of giving them their comfortable, at least guaranteed tiebreaker, and giving them a match point as well. It was fairly detrimental to see those misses near the end for Ayakat fan. But, you know, it's just more something to brush off. Again, it was Team Red's picks, so you'd be fairly like you can acknowledge that, you know, they're fairly confident going to pick like this. So now we're getting into the last pick of the match. So it's going to be steamhappy's pick, and I don't believe they did pick the protect. So it would be if there's any time to pick a protect, it would pretty much be now. And it'd be pretty weird to go into a match without, you know, picking a protect. Most likely they assume they picked the protect, which is going to be the second technical pick. And again, not really too surprised that they actually did protect it as well. And yeah, they are. I was correct. Okay. Here we go. So this is going to be more bursty, I would say. So again, not really long map, 2 minutes 14 seconds. So not much room for error, especially not this more, I would say more the axis oriented tech. Because even then we have seen a lot of V1SS's 2-digit 300 counts from a lot of players as well. So pretty interesting to see how this goes out. And even then misses could potentially be detrimental. Actually, I had fan actually getting spotted for Shimizu for this. Yeah, so we'll be potentially seeing another tiebreaker as well if all things go steamhappy's way. And yeah, it just looks like all players are just going to be getting ready now. So if you are actually from YouTube here, I would actually recommend switching over to Bilibili, or the Bilibili stream, as quality from there I do believe is a bit better. So it's gonna have to wait for players ready up, and they do. So there was one way we kind of describe this map. I would say fairly unique. Actually, Mr. KKM actually getting 200 near the start. Gotta watch out one entering the map as well. So the first half isn't really too, I would say, the first half isn't really too dense. So it's mostly going to be weird, it'd be fairly weird snappings, as we can see. Kind of some of those more bursty tech parts. It's going to be 3-4 note rolls in weird snappings, accompanied by some mini jacks. But pretty much, like, if you don't autopilot this, then you should be alright. You should be having that pretty good safety net underneath you. So actually, if that does go towards Team Happy right now. I do believe that Team Red do kind of have, I would say, not really too much of a rough start, but they drop a few 200s near the edge for their liking. And the bursts do get slightly longer before we enter into the halfway part where we do get a break. And here we go. Into the jump stream part. Probably the simplest part of the map. So kind of got to, kind of count down the small bit before heading back into things. We do get a couple of mini jacks accompany the jump stream it momentarily. So again, kind of having a smooth transition back into the second drop, where again it does get a bit more denser, more one-hand trills, more flams, finger rolls, tentacle bursts, kind of basically what you'd see in most tech maps. And the point difference is a small bit hefty here, but it's actually kind of starting to go back towards Team Red as they have climbed back up the accuracy ladder. Even a miss here could probably change things. But with less than 100k of the map left, I don't know if that might happen. And yeah, that miss from Mr. KKM as well is just gonna signify, signal that Team Happy are gonna get their third point, and that means we are gonna be seeing our tiebreaker. Okay, so the ping did get sent out. So yeah, people, if you are coming from YouTube, I would recommend you switch over to Bilibili. The quality is better there. Please. Okay, this is a fairly big step up in star rating as well. I got from 3-star average all the way up to 5 stars, so it'll be interesting to see how all these players do perform on something like this, especially that all the classic maps were banned. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have much knowledge of the tiebreakers, so I don't really have too much knowledge of the tiebreaker, but kind of just seeing how both these teams did perform on, I would say how they did perform on our hybrid 1, I would say the scores could be potentially very close, and even a miss could just swing things all the way back. So, ICAP fan actually getting himself back in. Not really too surprised, judging by the performance on the hybrid earlier. Hamden did have a pretty good performance. And I do think that's it. 25A. I'm pretty sure 25A is usually on the G for this. But we're just gonna have to wait until, all the players do right. And yep, we're just kind of organize the slots again, just so you know, just kind of waiting fairly patiently. So just please wait. Yeah, not very much else. Just pretty much said should be actually going in for steamhappy as well. Yeah, 25A is going to be on Team Red. And QLCHE Dan. I'm going to call him Quiche. It sounds like Quiche. So your name is now Quiche. Okay. So, with all the slots ready, I think we can probably get into things pretty shortly. So, good luck, have fun to all the players here. Yep. Does look like all the players are readied up, and we can get kicked into things. And I'm pretty sure this is embodiment Scarlet Devil as well. Just kind of judging by the music, yep. Just kind of judging by the theme of the song and judging by the Vermilia background. Just kind of waiting for Klein to sync up now. Now, I'm not really too familiar with the tiebreaker, so I do apologize. So I'm going to be coming off what we do see from here. And yep, now with Klein syncing up, we're just going to see. Well, we're just going to see how all these players do fare. Okay, now Klein syncing up now. THMC gonna find a drop, and actually both players are already losing their full combo on Team Red. Meanwhile, we still have the 2 full combos, which is gonna give steamhappy a hefty advantage for the first quarter. Again, this map is 4 minutes long, so you know, there's a good bit of room for error in this. So it's gonna kind of be more, I would say, a bit more hybridish. Actually, I kept finding a drop as well, but it's 1 drop against 2, so never mind, 2 drops now. But it's by the same players, so Jinky actually keeping the combo, Quiche actually trying to get back as well, being traded back again by IKM. So there's only 1 full combo right now, and that is going to be Jinky on with that 99.4. The only 99 as well in the lobby. 258 and Quiche kind of finding misses throughout this. Again, it is a fairly fast map for a tiebreaker like this. Kind of being scattered in by, you know, good few LNs and Rice as well. Getting the transitions between each is fairly dense as well, and we're just seeing a few drops from 258 and Quiche as well. I can't kind of, you know, shaking off the boots a small bit, as I do say that they do find a drop. So there's still only 1 full combo on the board, and that's going to be Jinky. So things are going to kind of calm down when we do get into the halfway transition, where, you know, we do have fairly scattered releases, but because it's only 7.3, it is pretty easy to cheese them and, you know, treat them as they're both on the same snapping. Keep finding a drop actually on some of those LNs as well. Almost on that low 99 point, but there's a 30k point difference for the second half, but you know, the difficulty only ramps up from here again. However, it is still fairly, like, you know, pretty hybrid-ish-esque. Actually, we do get into the kind of fairly dense. However, we are getting into fairly dense element before, you know, kind of get back into things again. And yeah, here we are, back again. You know, it is just throwing everything at you. 3-0 LN stairs being fairly dense. You can even pretty much call this near inverse as well. IKF finding another drop there, but Jinky's still holding onto that full combo with that scroll speed as well. Looks very dense on the screen. But now getting into the final quarter, 40k point difference as well. So seen by everyone. You know, this map is still fairly consistent throughout. Again, containing those fairly same dense hybridish-esque patterning. So not much map left as well. I do believe we are just getting into the I'd say last day for this, where I'd pretty much assume that we're going to be seeing the same density as we have seen from pretty much most of the main drops. Again, so it's going to be more of a check if, you know, you have it in for 1 more. Everyone hitting that split thrill transition well as well, and that 2-hand trill. But it's actually going to be a bit denser now on the LN side. You know, containing good few shields as well. Definitely throwing off both players on Team Red. Not really keeping their combo fairly consistent, as we have seen for most of the match. And it does look like Jinky might be getting the full combo as well, as we kind of do get into the last Rice Burst. And it does. Jinky is going to be grabbing that full combo as well. And it does look like steamhappy are going to be securing their way into the round stage. Unfortunately, as it is the lower bracket, we are unfortunately gonna have to be saying goodbye to Team Red. But this match was very close. So well played, just well played to everyone. Honestly, it was really close. You should be proud of yourself for something like this. So yeah, just kind of take it as, a bit of a learning experience as well. And yeah, that is gonna be it for um it's gonna be pretty much it for this match. So I do believe up next um we do have Gravity Coil RC1 team versus the Clones, which is gonna happen in 28 minutes from now, which is gonna be the Silicosis team. And yeah, if you were watching from the Twitch, um there was another victory in the upper bracket. So for Hamley PP3 and not for them yet, as I do believe they would just be put in the loser bracket then. Now up next again we do have Gravity Coil versus the Clones in the upper bracket, I do believe. And for the lower bracket for Group M, we do have steamhappy versus I'm not really too sure what the team's called. Odysseus. So pretty interesting to see about these teams do perform. I am fairly familiar with some of the players on Odyssey, which is going to be, I do know Manuel Chi and I do know Maestro from their teams. So up next we're gonna have the Clones versus Gravity Coil. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna be over there, in our upper bracket, and well, that's gonna be a very fun match to commentate, I do believe. That was gonna be fun. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be pretty much it. So we can sign off and take a quick 25-minute break. So in the commentary booth again is Nightkore. So thank you for staying tuned for this match. Again, well played to all the players who were playing, and just stay tuned. We will be taking a quick break. So take care.